We just mentioned moments ago, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear has ordered daycare centers closed by the end of business tomorrow. Daycares in Ohio are still open, but some parents have pulled their children out and still have to pay for it. ANGENETTE LEVY has been looking into this issue all day and joins us now live in Anderson Township with what she's found out. ANGENETTE?
Yeah, Kyle, from what we have been able to tell from calling people, talking to people all day long, it's really not uncommon for these daycares and preschools to still be charging tuition. Some of them are doing so at a reduced rate, even if the child is not attending. But here at KinderCare in Anderson Township, they're actually able to waive that tuition fee if the child is not attending. And we're told by parents here, the CEO simply thinks it's the right thing to do. But others are owned by people like you and me. They're small business owners. Primrose School in Sims Township is charging 50% of the normal tuition to parents who have pulled their children out of school, and they're not alone. We've found two other daycare/preschool providers that are also charging 50% tuition. Business owners still have costs to cover. There are teacher salaries to be paid and other business expenses which do not evaporate because of coronavirus. The owner of Primrose School in Sims Township, Susan Mattick, told us in a statement, "Our priority is always the health and safety of the children, families, and staff in our school community, and we are taking extra measures to maintain that. If we are required to close following government mandate, we want our families to know that we are planning for ways to ease their burden through tuition reductions while continuing to support our staff."
Daycare is very costly. Everybody spends quite a bit on it a year, so I know how much we spend, and people who have infants, they spend even more. So those people being out of work that are at home with their kids right now and still have to pay daycare costs, I couldn't imagine.
Emily Varma is fortunate her daycare can afford to waive tuition at this time. The same goes for Rocky HOLMAN and his family.
I guess it's easy to see it from both point of views. If it's a voluntary thing, I can understand where the businesses are coming from, but I can also understand where the parents are coming from because this is an extreme scenario that, like you said, we've never seen this before. So it's hard. That's not an easy one, but I think I'd kind of defer to making it as easy on the families as you possibly can.
And one parent actually told us today that her child goes to another daycare, not KinderCare here, and that daycare across the way is actually charging the full tuition rate, even if the child is not attending during this outbreak. So 50% tuition when you're not working and you've pulled your child out of school may sound awful, but it could be a lot worse. I think we're just going to have to wait and see if this situation improves. The government is taking some steps with the stimulus package, so we're just going to have to wait and see if some type of relief comes to these parents. And it's really not even clear yet whether or not the state of Ohio is going to eventually order these daycare preschools closed. That could happen. We just don't know yet. It seems like everything is changing very rapidly each day. Kyle, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, that's exactly right, ANGENETTE. Thank you so much.